this is going to be the next part, which is the cover plate. And so we'll close this one, and we'll open up a new part. And it's going to be a big rectangle. So we're going to start, we'll do a top view. And just to give you some idea of what the cover plate's going to look like, cover plate is going to be a big rectangle. It's going to look something like this. Now don't use these dimensions because mine are going to be slightly different than this. So we're going to make a large rectangle. And let's go ahead and look right at this. And actually I'm going to tweak it so that this is 1 inch and this is 2 inches. So you have a 1 inch by 2 inch rectangle is your base. Now we want it to be 3/8 of an inch thick. So we're going to go to Features, Extrude, and for thickness we're going to put in 0.375, and we'll say OK. So you end up with a cover plate that looks like that. Okay, now the only other thing we have to add on here are 4 holes. And these holes do not need to be threaded because the bolts will actually go through them and tighten into the holes that are going to be below it. So we're just going to do a sketch on this face. So we hit sketch. It's saying what face? Well, on this face. And we're going to do a hole. I'm going to place it up here. Now that hole is going to have a diameter of, I believe it's a 1/8 of an inch, so 0.125. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, that looks right. And we're going to space it 1/8 of an inch off of both of the sides. So from one center point, let's try that again. Center point to the side, and we're going to put in 0.125. And from center point to the other side, and we're going to put in 0.125. And we'll say OK. And that's where that hole is going to be, 1/8 of an inch off of both sides and 1/8 of an inch in diameter. And then we're going to go ahead and go Features, Extrude, Cut. And let's go to Selected Contours. Select that circle and tell it to cut all the way through. And say OK. And there's our hole. So now we're going to go to Linear Pattern because we want to have 4 holes in each of the corners. So one in each corner. So we're going to go to Features to Pattern. Select that hole. Direction 1. And we'll send it across. So we'll click over here. It's got 2 occurrences. And the spacing on this should be 0.75, so that it's now over in the other corner. And we're going to do direction 2, click on that edge, and there's 2 occurrences, and the spacing should be 1.75, and that should bring it down to this end, and we'll hit OK, and we now have a cover plate with 4 holes in it, and that is the complete piece.